Hello and welcome! This is Skinner, and we're back with some more Xenonauts. We just recovered a scout UFO. Charlie 2 is on their way back from that mission. And we have a few more days until we've got the lab built in Hole 2. And I want to buy a bunch of scientists for that. Hopefully it's a little bit quiet now, although we did have a lot of activity over here in South America. You're going to lose us some funding. All right, we've got a garage in Hole 2, so let's go to that base and start working. So we have 2 days now at this point. Go to their workshop. So they're working on the Wolf battle armor. We also want them to work on a Hunter scout car. Commence that project. But this isn't a high priority project, so we're going to just remove maybe 2 engineers to work on that. So they'll get it done eventually. We might shift this around a little bit, but right now the Wolf battle armor to me is more important, as it's going to keep them our soldiers alive. On the other hand, we won't need as many soldiers, so we won't need as much Wolf battle armor. So either thing could work out, but 20 days for now is what we're going to have. Now there might be a point where we're going to want to have more workshops. As a matter of fact, the funding right now, I don't know if we can really afford that. How much does a workshop cost? Costs 100,000. So I don't think we're going to be able to afford that right now at the moment. Okay, well, we're waiting for the lab to finish over here on Hole 2. So, all right. The garage is finished. They're going to work on the Hunter Scout car as we started and see how that goes. We also have a number of research projects ongoing. The alien officer interrogation is almost done. That's going to be really important, as it's going to advance the plot and give us a new mission, more or less. But I would like to work on more of these projects, obviously. Directional thrusters, I think, is going to be my next priority, and then we'll work on other things beyond that. So, again, having some quiet time would be really nice. Okay, construction of the lab. So again, we're going to want to go to the base immediately, because I want to go and hire some scientists over in Hole 2 now. So we're going to max this sucker out. We did buy living quarters specifically for this. So there we go. It's going to cost us 150,000, which is quite a bit. And that's why we're trying to save our money. Although that money is starting to run out here. So we'll have to see how that goes. And these guys should show up in a couple days, and then we can deploy them on the research projects. How is everything else going? So we have 5 days before that radar array is done. I am eventually going to want to get that other hangar, but yet again, hangars are relatively cheap and they only take 5 days to complete, and I still have to get that project for the dropships before we even think about that. So just continue to advance time here. At this stage, I actually wouldn't mind UFO engagements, because we could use the cash, as we have some upgrades to do. We have some things in general that we're going to want to produce. As we can see, the cash is going down quite a bit here, and that is because we were working on, there we go, this is one of the projects we really want. This is laser weaponry. So it looks like we're just infantry laser weapons, so I'll have to take a look at that. I believe these are things I have to produce, though. I don't think we just get them. So all right, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So first things first, let's go to the research screen. So we're going to want to get a new project over in Hole 1, because we have 9 scientists that aren't doing anything right now. I'm going to put some of those scientists, though, into the Reaper analysis, as that is not really progressing. So there we go there. We'll remove 1 from there. Okay, so we've got alien heavy plasma, which might lead into heavy weapons that are laser-based, I believe. But again, I want to get on the directional... Oh, heavy laser weapons. That's probably what I'm thinking. All right, I want to get on to directional thrusters, though, as our next project. We're going to put 5 into that. And then I'll start maybe heavy laser weapons once we get our other lab up and running. And let's go ahead and take a look at our equipment. So yeah, I think that is something I have to produce. Yeah, so soldier weapons. We've got laser pistol, laser carbine, and so on. All right, well, I definitely want to start producing these, at least in hole 1 I do. So I want at least 2 laser pistols. The carbines, what are they? I'm going to guess the carbines are like the shotguns, and then the rifles would be like rifles, and then precision laser would be a sniper, I'm assuming, from this. So we probably want 2 pistols, 4 carbines, although we could get away with 1, 2, 2, and 1 for now, if we want to. Well, pistols and carbines are pretty important at the moment because they are the ones that we use a lot as far as getting into fights in the UFO to clear out the UFO. It's going to be our pistols and carbines that do a lot of the work. So let's go ahead and commence that project. I'm just going to produce 1 for now. Commence this project. We're going to produce 2. And I'm going to remove 5 engineers. We'll put 2 here and 3 here. That's not great. As we can see, the laser carbines are going to take 26 days, a little over 26 days to finish, but you have to keep in mind there's 2 of them. Once we have the Wolf battle armor, which we're halfway through, we can redirect some of these engineers, but for the meantime, we'll get working on that. Okay, so that's looking good. Let's go back. I don't think we want to work on any projects over in hole 2 here as far as the laser weaponry, because yeah, I think that's what we're just going to hold off on that. So we already know it's now letting me know that I could produce those things. So does it say in the Xenonaut weapons? It probably does. So what each type is? I don't think it does. I mean, I'm not going to read through this entire thing right now, but I'm going to guess on what is for what and go from there. I mean, I guess we'll get more of a description once we produced it. All right, well, let's go ahead and continue here. So we're waiting for, let me just make sure real quick that I actually deployed all my scientists. Okay, we're just waiting for the scientists to actually be produced. But again, this gives me opportunities to actually get this tech going and produced. So any quiet time I can have right now is going to be in my favor. All right, there's the 15 scientists we're waiting for. So let's go ahead and get into the research screen here. And I do want I believe this is the next level of armor for us. So I don't feel like we really need that right now. Advanced alien circuitry recovered from the battlefield. Studying this may help us develop new vehicles and aircraft. That sounds pretty good. A powerful short-range alien assault weapon. Study of its construction may advance our knowledge of energy weapons. All right. Well, the heavy lasers is probably just going to be like a machine gun, which could be used on our vehicles too. Let's just see what it says. Further evolution of our laser weapon designs, producing both rapid-fire laser weapons, as I thought, that can be used for our infantry and aircraft, and powerful pulse lasers that can be mounted on vehicles. Okay, so that's going to be good for our Condors then, because they have cannons we'll be able to replace with lasers. So this could be good. Yeah, I think we do need that offensive potential. So I'm going to go ahead and commence this project. It'll also make our Hunter Scout cars more effective. I'm going to back off a little bit on this guy, though. We're just going to have 10, and we're going to put 5 into the directional thrusters. So we have 10 overall, 5 here, and 5 over in our other base. So hopefully that does indeed improve the speed on the other side. I don't know if that's actually how that works, but I'm going to guess that's how it works. Okay, so we have those projects started. And time to advance more time. Okay, here we go. This is the alien officer interrogation. I am going to read this one because it's going to be important for what we are doing now, and it's not that long. The average alien soldier is just an empty shell, possessing an instinctive knowledge of the craft of war, but little higher brain function. There's a reason for this. Alien officers are highly intelligent and do not lead their troops in battle so much as directly possess them. I would suggest that the word officer is a misnomer. Controller would be more appropriate. The alien mindset is strange. We were already aware that the same species and rank were identical clones, but it seems that these creatures actually consider themselves interchangeable. Not exactly a collective or a collective consciousness, more that they simply have no concept of self. Provided one of their clones survives, they would not consider themselves to be dead. This makes interrogation a struggle. Not only is it difficult to threaten a creature which cannot grasp the concept of its own death, choosing the correct pronoun when asking a question becomes a minefield. Nonetheless, we managed to glean a little useful information. The captive confirmed the intention of the invasion was to kill humans individually, but not collectively. It seems they are not actually trying to wipe us out. In truth, this is nothing we did not already know. If the aliens wanted to annihilate us, they could simply have bombed us into extinction from orbit. The invasion evidently has a higher purpose, but we cannot extract this from our captive. We will have to capture an alien leader to learn more. So we have to go a little bit higher up the chain, it sounds like. Okay. So let's go to the research screen right now and just redeploy our scientists into another project. So let's go with the alien electronics. I would like to get more vehicles going as well, so... Oh, okay, yeah, it already put them into that, didn't it? Okay, I don't know if I want to go that far into the alien electronics, though. I think I'd rather put scientists into the directional thrusters a little bit, so we could get that up to average. And then the heavy lasers would be nice, too, so we get that up to average. And, okay, we can go a little bit higher with the alien electronics. Maybe we can get the directional thrusters up a little bit more. Okay, so that's going to be it for now. So we almost have alien assault plasma done. And we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Let's continue. So now we have a new mission. And that mission... Oh, I didn't realize we had a button for launch interceptors. That's pretty cool. All right, so we have very small... I'm going to guess this is a fighter. There's 2 of them. Or 3 of them total? I think. Okay, well, let's center. Yeah, so there's 3 of them. So what do we want to send after these guys? These guys are pretty adept at evading. 2 Condors will be pretty effective, but do we want to send a Foxtrot out here too? It couldn't hurt. So we'll send 2 Condors and a Foxtrot. We're going to have to be careful how we deploy the missiles of the Foxtrot because these things can just dodge missiles. But if it doesn't look like it's going well, we can always just escape with the Foxtrot. Condors are a little on the slow side, though, so we'll have to see. Okay, let's launch. And we'll advance time here. Okay. Got something else here. Let's center on it. Okay, so that is a UFO. I'm going to select a new target here. I'm going to go after this guy. Because it's... kind of regretting that I'm going to return to base. Kind of sucks because there's a delay. Okay, I don't think that matters. All right. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to intercept. I'm going to send Foxtrot 1 and 3. We're going to send intercept mission Condor 1 and 3. Or 1 and 2. Or whatever. Okay. Go. Okay, so we're going to engage here. The idea is we knock this Corvette out. The Foxtrots will be able to run away from these fighters anyway, so let's go ahead and engage. This should be pretty much automatic unless we have one of those like glitched out missile things that we had happen in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and just fire everything though here. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay, it looks like they're on target. Just move these guys out though. Boom. Down. Okay. So these guys are going to be back on their way home. We have to take out the fighters before we can send a Charlie out safely. I may just airstrike this thing because I'm not really sure if I'll be able to send a mission out. I mean, it'd be nice because we have that leader thing, but I don't think that these class of, like these Corvettes, will actually have what we're looking for. I mean, that's a guess. Well, let's see what we've got as far as our mission personnel and everything. So more than likely, we'll send out Charlie 1 as that's our A team. Okay. See about equipping them. So we should have enough wolf battle armor to equip our assaulters. We're going to have to pull back on how many grenades we have them carry, though. That should... Oh, we're close. Okay, so 2 of each. Reorganize this a little bit. There, have it all on your belt. Okay, looking good there. And then our other assaulter also needs that upgrade. Okay, so similar thing. We're going to get rid of some of the grenades here. Might have to go a little bit further with this one. Oh, look at that. Just shy. I'm going to have to get rid of 1 grenade. All right, we'll get rid of a smoke grenade for now. Okay, so... You fortunately have gained a little bit of strength since last we used you, so we could give you some ammo back. Might as well put that on your belt. Okay. More or less ready to go. If we want to send this guy out, I'm not sure if we're going to do that or not. Not yet, anyway, because the fighters, and depending on how this Condor mission goes, I'm a little bit concerned because these things are fast enough that they should be able to outrun my Condors, so we'll see. Okay, center on the UFO. All right, what do we got here? So we've got a medium with 2 fighters. All right, interesting. So in this case, we can only send 3 aircraft at a time. So I think we send out 2 Condors to deal with the fighters, and we send out 1 Foxtrot to try and deal with the medium. I don't think that's going to be enough missiles to knock it out, but we can do some damage to it, and then we send another Foxtrot out there to knock it out. I think that's what we're going to go for. So I'm going to do single Foxtrot and the 2 Condors. Launch away. So we've got a lot of action going on right now. All right, so definitely the invasion has ramped up here. Probably because we advanced that tech, I'm going to guess. And you know what? I think this is a good point. It's a little bit early, but we've got a lot of things going on here. And I don't want to cut off in the middle of engagement or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and put a cut here. So some pretty interesting developments. How are we doing over in our other base as far as production of our armor? So we've got 3 there, so we should be able to cover our 2 assaulters and a shield if it comes to that. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have enough time to get out a 4 set of armor, but at least that gets us a little armored up. The Hunter Scout car is not going to get finished anytime soon, so that's more or less where we're going to be for the next episode. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. But in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.